David.
Hello-Janine, how are you today?
I'm very good, and thank you so much for coming to join me here at Sardi's restaurant.
I love Sardis because I live, just 2 blocks away from here.
Oh,
So every time, I have someone very important, I try to give my meeting at Sardis. You know.
very cool. Well, thank you for considering me as an important.
You are.
So, David, you have such a wonderfully eclectic talent.
Thank you.
I saw you as Master of Ceremonies once, and you were very, very funny.
Thank you so
But I
much.
know that your background is also very serious, as you are a baritone, opera singer.
Yeah.
You've had a strong musical formation.
Yes.
Wonderful. And also you're an actor, and you're in plays, and you have a one-man show,
Yeah.
and you do podcasts, and the list goes on and on. So I'd like to know a little bit about where you grew up and how you came to be in New York.
So I was born near Paris in a small town called Chelles, and I started first as a pianist, and then after I started to sing, not opera, just pop music, jazz, play jazz piano also, and then after I moved in New York in 2001, and there I discovered theater, and I became a fan of Shakespeare and all the classics. And then after the fact that I was singing and that I was acting, people told me, you should check out musicals, And then I became a huge fan of musicals, and actually right there, I went to see the first musical was The Phantom of the Opera.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And so I went to see The Phantom of the Opera, and I said, wow, I love that, And people told me that I had a voice already for opera, but I thought, opera was in German, that it lasts 12 hours, and all the singers were 500 pounds. So I thought it was that, And one night I went to the opera, the Metropolitan Opera, and I said, that's exactly what I want to do, And then from that, I studied opera. I lived in Russia also for 2 years. And then I started to do my own concerts where, after, of course, I performed all the lead roles, in opera. I started to do my own concerts where I put all my musical influences from opera, Broadway musicals, jazz, Jewish music, Tsigan music, Gypsy, Russian music, and all of that mixed with a lot of comedy, a lot of showmanship, a lot of really almost like a conversation with the audience in a way, making them feel as they were in my living room, except the pain, So no, it was really. This is how really it started, and from that, I was grateful to do in the same season some opera, some musicals, some jazz concert, record an album. Play my own music, play movies. I do a lot of movies, a lot of commercials, TV series, and I love that mix of culture. And for me, it's the same job. For me, it's performing. Whether I perform doing a Shakespeare or an opera, or doing a movie, or writing a play, for me, it's still performing. And because I dedicated all my life, and I will always dedicate the rest of my life to entertain people. That's really, really what I love. Well, I unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, but I have no difference between my personal life and my career. So I wish I could have some separation sometimes, because when I hold a note, a high note for, let's say, I plan to hold it for like 10 seconds, and I hold it just for 9 seconds, I cannot sleep, and yeah, so I wish I could sometimes just get out and yeah, but I can't. So I'm always working. I really love to work. I'm passionate about working, and I'm always looking for the next project, because I know that maybe someday will come the time when the phone won't ring anymore. So when people offer me things, when I have theaters in New York or organizations or producers or theater owners who come to me and say, or writer and say, look, we're giving you the keys of the theater, tell us what you want to do. You know, when I go to a venue, say, look, I want to do that play or I want to do that opera, to say, sure, here are the keys of the theater, tell us what we need and we make it happen for you. So I think that's a great chance, a great freedom that I have, that I want to enjoy every moment of it. I'm very grateful to have such a variety of theater and organizations, which allows me to bring them a specific repertoire. So I'm going to do in April, I'm going to do Cyrano Bergerac, the title role of Cyrano. So I'm very excited to bring this French classic to and I'm going to mix it with some jazz standards. So so it's kind of a little bit like you do, you know, like this mix of the French school and the American school. So this will be really beautiful mix, you know, because I think in Cyrano there's a lot of jazz, you know, because there's a lot of sadness, but yet there's a form of expression of love, you know, that is also a little bit in minor key, you know, like not like I'm happy, I love you, you know, but more like I'm happy, I love you, you know, more this kind. So we feel this in jazz, and so I'm going to do that. I have in June the opera Don Giovanni that I'm going to do, and I have at the end of January, beginning of February, I'm starting a new production of a play that hasn't been played in New York from what I heard, from at least 70 years. And this is one of the most famous Yiddish play of all time. It's called the Yiddish King Lear, written by Jacob Gordon. And this is, I want to bring also the Yiddish culture a little bit back. No, this would be, it's written in Yiddish originally, but it would be played in English, featuring Yiddish songs, classic songs. So it would be a beautiful moment, and of course always with a little twist and little champagne and little entertainment. So I really can't wait. And also I'm bringing it to the Lower East Side, where actually all that school of Yiddish theater took place. Like in the old days in New York, there were 20 Yiddish theater just on the Lower East Side, you know, and now in New York they're all gone. So I want to bring back this beautiful culture, and I just found out actually that there will be a series. I will bring a series. I had the authorization from an organization who will partner with me, Evo. It's called to bring this series of all Yiddish theater performing in English, but adapted a little bit for the audience of today.
Oh, wonderful.
Janine, it's really an honor. I have a lot of admiration, a lot of love for you, because you have this beautiful double culture, you know, French and...
well, that's my art.
And I'm very grateful to be on your wonderful media, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much.